Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Libra, how you doing? Welcome to the weekend. It is the weekend as I throw these, but please understand that whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could resonate with you. It's just a general reading after all, so take what's yours, leave the rest. Libra, we are looking at the week ahead, so welcome if you've never been here before. I hope you'll stay, and if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended if you're interested in that. Also about any sales that are going on. I've got a couple of different kinds of sales that are going on for private reads. Let's find out what's going on for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, we have coming up on the 21st, there is a new moon in your sign, right? There is a new cycle of diplomacy and fairness. Boundaries with a smile. Let's find out what's going on for Libra. Libra, oh, we've got movement, choices, and decisions. Card number 2. Twos are always about making decisions. And so it looks like you have some big decisions that are coming up here for you, Libra. We've got one doorway has money, the other has a couple of wedding rings, and there is one with blue sky, and there is one with earthly things, right? Tell me about Libra. What else do we need to know about Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Midweek, it says sing your own song. Ooh, it's telling you go for it, Libra. Make that decision. What is it that you want to do? What's best for your life? Sing your own song. Not with the band, not with the orchestra. I know we have a little canary on a flute. But I think that the canary spirit is asking you to make a decision with your intuition. We got card number 12. It might be about a partnership. 1 and 2 is 3, but we do have a couple of 2s here. So again, it's this theme of you making a decision, but making it on your own. Let's find out what we've got here. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy birthday, friends. How's your birthday? Let me know when it is in the comments. I'd like to say happy birthday to you. Hope you've been having a beautiful Libra season. Mine has been really good so far. Really good. Tell me about Libra. We've got bustling hub. It says social nexus, lively activities, cultural melting pot. It feels like a place that is like a market or a place where a lot of people converge on. A place where people go to be social or maybe to see other people busking. Feels like is when it says cultural melting pot, it feels like it's maybe a market where a lot of people from different walks of life and different ethnicities bring their food from their homelands, possibly. It feels like it's it says a bustling hub, so it feels like in the middle of everything. But also this can be a very busy, confusing, overwhelming, especially if you've got energy that is psychics, because when you're in big groups of people, it can be overwhelming as well. I feel like you need to make a decision about what you're going to do, and you need to do the best thing for yourself using your intuition here. Let's look at the bottoms of these cards. That's important too. Look what's in the future here. Got some sort of a wish that's being granted for you here. Fulfillment of wishes is here. We're at the 9s, so I want to say that this is going to happen pretty soon. Something that you want or that you've wanted. It could be of an emotional nature. For some of you, it could be money or something that you treasure. We've got a little treasure box here. Somebody is holding a scroll here, smelling a flower. So it feels like for some of you, it could be education or something that you've been wanting to learn. We do have memories of love and the third eye chakra. Oh, somebody's really seeing something clearly here. I think that you're seeing the past for what it actually was. And it's giving you the strength to just close something out and move forward into some sort of wish fulfillment here. Emotional wish fulfillment is what it feels like to me. We've got the turtle spirit says slow and steady wins the race. So Libra, you tend to be the overthinker. You like to curate your thoughts. You need to make sure that when you text somebody back, you've got all the punctuation and the right grammar. I feel like it says here, slow and steady wins the race. Card number 62 is an 8. I feel like sometimes you get stuck in the edits. I'm thinking of Virgo energy, so I feel like sometimes you overthink something so much that you're like, oh, it's been a week and I haven't answered the text, because you're trying to find the perfect way to answer the text. Oh, we've got the cemetery. Oh, I did say, yes, I was saying before that something I feel is coming to an end here. So we have the cemetery. Says resting place, memorial stone. It does feel like you are making a decision and putting something else to rest. It feels like you are not considering the masses as you make some sort of an important decision with your intuition to sing your own song. Look, I always see you guys as the creatives. I feel like somebody is breaking away from the band to maybe do an independent project. Or possibly you're a flautist, and possibly you are going to be doing that on your own somewhere instead of being with the orchestra. It feels like, or maybe you're a singer and you're no longer wanting to be the backup. Maybe you want to be out front, but something here is coming to an end. And I feel like it is, by this thing coming to an end, it feels like it's going to nourish you. We're looking at the supermarket. It says grocery shopping, variety of products, and fresh produce. So you have a lot of opportunities that have been showing up for you. And I think that they keep showing up for you. We tend to see the same things over and over as we go to the grocery store or the supermarket. And so I feel like this thing keeps coming back around to you, this opportunity. And I feel like you have to let go of something in order to be able to move forward toward this opportunity, which I think is really good, because it feels like it puts you in the center of all of the happenings. You know what I mean? It puts you in the social nexus. It puts you into the lively activities or in the center of something. I feel like you're supposed to use your intuition to make this decision, because we got card number 12 here, but we have the Mystic Haven, which is enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, and hidden wisdom. So I think that you already have the answer, but I think that it's only natural for you to be slow and steady wins the race. Well, isn't this interesting? The flamingo spirit, it says embrace the in-between. I think that's where you're at right now, like in this moment. I think you're in the in-between. You are standing in the hallway with one hand on the past, the door handle on the past, and one hand on the door handle of the future, but you can't stay there forever, and you can't go both ways. You've got to leave something in the past to go forward, or you've got to abandon the future and go back to the past to learn the lesson. So I feel like you're stuck in the in-between at this time. Whoa, isn't this cool? Look at this. Look at those numbers. We've got mirrored energy here. So we've got 62 and 26. 2 8s. Oh, and we've got more 2s. So you're probably seeing 2s or 8s, I would say. This is card number 9. We're at the end of a cycle. There's always enough. Maybe you're wondering, should I make the change? Will there be enough? Let's find out what else is going on here before we talk too much about the oracles. Let's get into the tarot for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got a new deck, Libra. The new deck is called Forest Tarot, and it's really beautiful. Been using it for the last little bit here. As I do when I get a new deck, I just always use it so I can get my energy all over it. How do you break in your new decks? I usually put mine, like I'll put it in this box and put it at the foot of my bed, like in my bed, and sleep with it in my bed. So I get my energy on it, and then I'll use it for a week. And usually it's broken in. We're talking to each other by then. Tell me about movement, choices, and decisions. What is this about here? Tell me about Libra. This is a time of change for you, right? Because we are going through this new moon. You're moving into a new cycle, and we are in your we're in Libra season, and we've got a new moon in Libra. We've got the Lovers. Oh, well, look at that. Interesting. So it looks like you have to make a choice. Choices are here, but I feel like for some of you, it could be a choice of, do I go toward that connection or not? Is this person my soulmate? Is this the one that's being sent for me? I feel like somebody is making a really big decision. Probably, yeah, in the week ahead for sure. But what are we today? What's the date? Oh, we're the 18th today. Might be even the 19th when you get this. But I feel like it's probably, yeah, next week. It feels like maybe just after the new moon. We've got the Queen of Swords, sing your own song. That's Libra energy. And I feel like singing your own song is, I've got to be truthful with myself. What is it that I really want? It does feel like a little bit of, I'm going to say a little bit of anxiety. Now, I do have anxiety, so I know what that feels like. I'm not diagnosing you at all. But it feels like somebody here needs to be heard, needs to liberate themselves and go out on their own or make a decision completely on their own, that they're not, like, I'm not checking with anybody else. I trust myself. I trust myself to make the right decision, but I am going to have to liberate myself from one thing because the cemetery's here, and I'm going to have to move to another thing, the supermarket. I'm going to have to go back and look at the shelves again. Where was that thing in the store? It might be a big store. I feel like you're looking for something. Is this person my person? I feel like you've got to be really honest with yourself. I feel like your intuition is here to help. Tell me about this bustling hub. What is this? Maybe this is the noise in your head. Could be that. Tell me about this. We've got the Seven of Wands. So you're feeling a little bit defensive, but also feeling like you must stand up for yourself. You have to make a decision here, and it feels like somebody here is protecting their light. This could be the problem, right? Or this could be the solution as well. But we have, you can see that here there's this little fire going on. This person's tending the fire, and there are 4 wands around that fire. I feel that you are in balance right now, Libra. It feels like with the 4 of wands here on this side, that is stability. And I feel like you have stability and you're guarding your light. I feel like somebody here does already, has already had some sort of a spiritual upgrade, or maybe you've had your awakening, and I feel like you're really guarding your light here. I feel like you have your back to the 3 of wands. You have your back to the future, because right now you're just focused on yourself and your own light. So maybe you're trying to I'm going to say blur the background, or trying to quiet the mind. This might be a bunch of loud stuff, the bustling hub. It could be life that's going on around you while you're just simply trying to keep your boundaries up, trying to protect your light. Let's talk about the Lovers. Tell me about this choice for Libra. Libra, I feel like if you are the person who someone is coming at you thinking you are their soulmate, that you have a choice to make as to whether you want to go down that path with them or not. But you also might be the one who's making the choice about someone else. Tell me about Libra. We've got the Knight of Cups. There it is. We've got some sort of choice in romance here. I feel like you have been face to face already with somebody who you are really drawn to. Somebody who I feel, it's like every time you walk up to them, you're hiding the Ace of Cups behind your back. It's like, am I ready? Am I ready to give it to them? I feel like you're afraid you're going to be turned down. The Fool is here. This person, whoever they are, makes you want to take this leap of faith. And I'm just going to say the way they make it look here looks just a little bit terrifying. There's not a whole lot of light. It is kind of beautiful in a tragic way, but I feel like you know that you've got one chance to jump, and you better hang on to those trees over there. Otherwise, you're going to slide down the side of this pit, and you don't know what's at the bottom because it's really dark down there. So I think that you're worried that, well, it'd be easy enough to make the choice, but if I take the leap, is this person as into me as I am into them? The 4 of Cups is here. And by the way, you got to come out of your comfort zone in order to make the decision. I feel like you have been protecting your light and in your stability. 4 of Cups, 4 wands are here. I feel like this 4 of Cups tells me that you've been reserving this cup here. Just going to see the way it is here. There's 3 cups here. Maybe you've been doing a lot of socializing, meeting people, and you just haven't found the person to give that cup to yet. But we do have the Knight who has the cup in hand, right? I feel like when you do see this person here, I feel like you have the cup behind your back, but you're not really sure if this person feels the same way you do. I think you're ready to take a leap. But you're going to have to leap straight out of your comfort zone, and I think that's just a little bit terrifying because you don't know what is below. You don't know what's below there when you take that leap of faith off the edge, right? Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. We've got the Two of Cups. Got to be honest with yourself. How are you feeling? Do you want to deepen the connection? Are you interested in exchanging cups? I feel like you're going to get a chance to see this person again. I feel like you might see them on a semi-regular basis. We got 2 cups here and 1 in the hand of the Knight. I feel like you come together in this sort of, there's romantic tension possibly. We've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the High Priestess. Oh, you already know. You might be someone who has some Piscean energy in your big 3. Maybe your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Maybe you're cross-watching here. But the 2 of Cups and the High Priestess tells me your gut is telling you yes. Your intuition is telling you yes. We've got card number 12, and we've got the High Priestess, who is Piscean. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. So I feel like you are about to make a decision. I think that your biggest worry is that this is going to rock your balance. That this person's not going to be able to handle your honesty or your truth here. We've got the 6 of Swords. But you know that you've got to get out of your head. This sounds like someone who is on the precipice of taking a leap. I need to get out of the chaos I'm creating in my own mind by holding back, being quiet, being silent, being mysterious, not really pushing forward. I feel like you do want to go to a calmer place, but you know this decision is just weighing on you. Weighing on you, your intuition, and how honest you can be with yourself. But I think you found your person, because look, when the Lovers and the 2 of Cups shows up, this is a pretty deep soulmate connection. Tell me about the 7 of Wands and the bustling hub. You know what I was just thinking too, that the 7 of Wands is also about boundaries, right? Or a block. And so I feel like you, if this does go down, like if you decide to pursue somebody here, or if they decide to pursue you and you decide to say yes, I feel like you just don't want to broadcast it to the world. Does that make sense? That you don't want to say anything to anybody. You don't want to bring your private life into the bustling hub. Tell me about the 7 of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands. But I don't know that you can hold yourself back much more, because 7 and 1 is 8, and it's time to move forward here. It does say slow and steady wins the race, but you're in the in-between at this time, and I think that you are mirroring somebody, or someone is mirroring your energy, because we have the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, and we have this mirrored 62-26 thing going on. Tell me more. We've got Justice. Well, there you go. Showing up. It's auspicious when you show up as yourself here in the reading. And we have the Star. So I do feel like you want to make something right. I feel like you feel you belong with somebody here, and you are hopeful. I feel that this person makes you feel healed. They make you feel they make you feel hopeful again, is what it is. I want to say that I feel like you can't hold back much longer, or maybe they can't. Somebody here is about to step forward, because the Knight of Wands is here and is very brave. But I feel like your worst nightmare is that you would get out of balance, is what it feels like. I feel like the Star is here to keep you in balance, by the way. I don't think you'll get out of balance. Look, we're going to go into the extended, and we're going to pull this all apart. We're going to clarify it a little bit, get more information for you. I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to get some advice. We're going to talk about this as well in the extended. But if you would like to be in the extended with us, please look at the pinned comment at the top of the comments there. You will see a link for the membership. If you would like 4 extendeds a month, or you can purchase this one outright. There's a link for that as well. Also, if you're interested in a private read, I do have a couple of sales on. One is with the live energies, the live readings. And so if you're interested in speaking to me live or speaking to me through video, to do a reading that way, please take a look at my timetable right now, and you will get between 5 and 75% off just for booking ahead. If you're interested in a pre-recorded reading, I have added 4 new readings to my repertoire there. So if you want to click on the Hypsee link to go check out my pricing and those packages, you're free to do that. There is a 10% off right now between the 15th and the 31st of October. There is a code you will need, Halloween 25. It's in the pinned comment. All right. Hope to see you there. Let's find out what we're looking at for more energies as we go into the extended. We've got the 4 of Wands, so stability, right? I did mention the 4 of Wands here. I feel like you don't want anybody to rock your stability. And like I said, I think your worst nightmare is that you will get out of balance if you decide to chase here. The King of Swords is here. I think as long as you're honest with yourself and honest with this person, I mean, there's no reason with the King and the Queen of Swords here, there's no reason why we can't be upfront with what I need. This is what I need from you. Can we talk about what are you interested in terms of a relationship, and what does your life look like? Does it fit with my life? I think we've got two people who are intellectually on top of things, people who are honest and truthful. The King doesn't need anybody, the Queen doesn't need anybody, and I think that we're just going to be honest about where we're at. Let's go into the extended and talk a little bit more about that. Somebody here is taking charge. If you're the masculine leaning energy, then you are the one who's going to be doing the pursuing. I'm talking about the masculine Libra. If you are somebody who is the feminine, you might be in your masculine energy. You could be a woman who's in your masculine energy and you're the one who's going to do the pursuing. But it feels to me here like somebody here could also be a man who is in their masculine energy. Somebody here is going to be taking control of the situation and doing the pursuing. We have the Six of Wands. You want to give somebody all of your attention. Let's go into the extended and talk about this obsessive thought pattern that you're in, because I think you're obsessively thinking about someone. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You take care of yourself, Libra, and happy birthday, friends. I'm out. See you later. Bye-bye.